Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Quarantine Cooking with Orion. I'm your host Orion, and today we are making fried ice cream. So I made fried macaroni and cheese. So this is the next step in my process of making fried things. But we're also going to be including churros in the mix. So I got this idea from Psychedelic on Discord. Thank you once again for the idea. I am going to speed this process up because the ice cream is melting right now. So if you have not already subscribed, click that red button, turn on the notification bell, become part of the Super Chillos family on YouTube. It would mean so much to me if you could take the time to share these videos to your friends and family. It will mean so much. Thank you once again, and if you want to be a part of my Patreon, that is also down below. It is an optional thing. I am not making money from any of these videos right now. It would be a lot for me if you could subscribe to that as well. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, the first step of making fried ice cream is, of course, an ice cream of your choice. So in this case, we're using vanilla ice cream. You could use strawberry, chocolate, any flavor really, but all you have to do is make giant balls of ice cream. So you can do this with your hands if you wanted to. I wouldn't recommend it because that is disgusting, and all you do is get a 6x6 tray or something, and you just throw the ice cream onto the pan or tray, whatever it is, whatever you may be using, and just do that. All you need is 6, right?
Whatever you want to make.
6, maybe. But it doesn't matter really. So we have a little bit more room, so we can just throw in one more. One more. So that's 7. Actually 2 more. You could put in 8 if you wanted to in this type of pan. And there we are. Now, we gotta hurry up because this is melting really, like it's melting really fast. What you have to do after this is put it in the freezer for one hour. 1 hour. So we'll be back in 1 hour. It'll be a minute for you or a second. So we'll be right back. We are back, and now the next part of this process of making fried ice cream, before we make churros, of course, that is going to be included in this meal, you will need corn flakes. I believe you can use Frosty Flakes or Fruity Pebbles if you wanted to, but in this case, we're just using corn flakes because I don't want to go to the store again. My grandma had it in her pantry over there. So yeah, corn flakes. You'll need 4 cups of corn flakes. You can use 3 if you wanted to. Cinnamon and a half a stick of butter, which is already in the pan, until we like like I did in the Bananas Foster's video, you have to heat the butter. So getting started, all you need to do, since my grandma did that already, is put it in a plastic bag, a Ziploc bag, or actually, you need cinnamon. You gotta remember the cinnamon. Do not forget the cinnamon. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon that goes in this mixture. Level it off, and then toss it in the bag. And then what you need to do is, like most things, you need a hammer. You can use any hammer, preferably with this kind of edge to it, because you don't want to break something, okay? Now, leave some air so you can breathe that. Now, you just do this, you whack it until it goes into crumbs. Just gently do this. I've only done this a couple of times. I don't remember what I did this with. I think it was like, I don't remember. I do so many cooking videos, I can't remember this stuff. A lot of stuff. Peppermint, you can do this. Like, I've done this with peppermint. I haven't done any peppermint stuff on the channel. When it gets to Christmas time, if you want me to do a peppermint making process, like peppermint cookies or something, leave a comment below. But it's not Christmas time yet, so yeah. This is the process right now. You just gently do this until every cornflake is into crumbs. And make sure you don't whack your fingers. So just do it with one hand if you wanted to. And there we have it. Little crumbs of cornflakes. Now, we'll be switching cameras and, well, switching around, and let's go to the pan now. Okay, so we're at the pan. Like the Bananas Fosters and a lot of other food on this channel that I've made, you have to turn it to medium heat on your oven or stove, whatever you're using, and basically heat the butter until it is gone, basically. You just don't do it too insane. You know, it doesn't need to be over the top. And what we'll have to do after that is pour this on to the pan. Basically, we're frying cornflakes on the pan with cinnamon, of course, that I threw in the mixture. So just gently just stir it up until it is all gone. The butter. Just a very slow process. And I think I can put it on the stove or now, maybe. I'm not a professional, okay? I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, there we go. Now you unzip the Ziploc bag and you just throw the cornflakes onto the pan. Don't worry if you get crumbs off the pan, it doesn't matter. We'll clean that up later. And you just do that. So you stir it and cook it for 3 minutes. Stir it not the way I do it because you don't know if I'm doing it wrong or not. I'm not a professional, like I said, but I'm better than the Food Network and everyone else. Kidding. Basically just stir and wait 3 minutes, and we should be to the next process where we'll be on the putting it on the ice cream and all that other stuff that I don't know what I have to do yet. So we'll be back, and yeah. Okay everyone, this is the best part of making fried ice cream, even though I've never made this before. Basically, you scoop out the ice cream and cover it in cornflakes, basically. The roasted cornflakes, or a cereal of your choice that has cornflake abilities. Basically, it could be any rip-off cereal you can name off the top of your head. And basically, you do this, throw it on the plate, and do it for how many ice creams you put in the pan. Like I said in the beginning of this video, or you know, when I was doing it. Basically, you can use a cereal of your choice. You just cover it in cornflakes. and you put it on the plate. And there we go. So, yeah, this is basically, you just repeat this process and then put it in the refrigerator, the freezer, for probably another hour, I would say. An hour. Or whenever you want to eat it, basically. So, yeah. Cover it in corn flakes that you roasted on the pan. Freeze it for another hour, or until you want to eat it. And then we'll be right back and review it and see how this goes. Actually, we have to make the churros because I wanted to do that. So we'll be back making the churros. Now, for the churro making process, you need half a stick of butter, water, 1 cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of, that was flour. 1 cup of flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar. So you might mix it up a little bit. Who cares? It's all the same stuff, right? Now, what goes in first, you're asking? It's the butter, of course. So just gently cut it up into slices. It doesn't matter. Use the whole stick of butter. Just cut it into little tiny pieces. Whatever way you want it to be, just do it. And just, just like bananas, you just cut it up into tiny little pieces and throw it onto the pan, whatever pan you're using. I don't know what pan you're going to be using. You better be using something that is big enough to do all these ingredients and make churros. So, we're going to speed this up. It's just like cheese. You gotta do something with it. You know, throw it out, throw it into a pan, turn it into a pizza, and yeah, that's what you do first. Now, you need water. You need water first, not flour. Gently pour the water into the pan, and then sugar. In this order, guys, in this order. Level it out, dump it into the pan, and then turn the pan on, the oven, whatever this thing is, on medium? 200. So 200, I think it's on 200. And not yet, don't do that. Don't do anything yet until it starts sizzling onto the pan, like all the ingredients, the butter, the flour, what is it called?
Sugar.
Sugar and water. And when it starts sizzling, you will start adding the flour. See, this is why I always need help when I'm doing these cooking videos. I have no idea what the heck I am doing. So, yeah. Basically, just wait until it sizzles for like a minute or so. And, yeah. I think it's fine now. Okay, so you need to put in the flour after it starts boiling, after the butter melts and all that stuff. I've had a struggle here. Basically, wait till this sizzles and boils, and then pour in the flour. Just like that. And now, you gotta stir. Alright, now to the mixing process of the churro making adventure. So what you need to do is crack an egg, be very gentle with it, and then you need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So, very gently, don't get the shell in, to the mixture, and just throw that in the trash bag to the side. And then now you need vanilla extract, which you can just be very careful. I just spilled some on the table. Just do that. You only need 1 vanilla teaspoon. Be very careful. And you just do that. It smells very vanilla-ish. Now, also be very careful with the mixer, because this one is handheld. It depends on what you're using. Yours might not be handheld. Who knows? Now, just hold the bowl and start mixing. Bag broke, so we have to roll it up into the churro form. It's not going to look pretty. It's probably going to look like how the macaroni and cheese, the fried macaroni and cheese, if you remember that video. I'll put the card on the screen if you have not checked it out. It's pretty cool. It's going to probably look like that. It's not going to be perfect or anything, but this is homemade churros. It can look like anything, and it's going to be the same product. It's just donut dough, you know, in a different way, basically. So, what you have to do is just drop these in into the oil very carefully. Don't burn yourself. This is a serious business, okay? Do not burn yourself making churros, okay? The oil is very hot. It is 350 degrees. So just gently do this. Ah! God dang it, man. Alright, clip that. Oh man. Now, I'm gonna have to get some out. It's gonna be a very intense process, alright guys? Raw and uncut. Oh my. Here we go. It's like French fries, actually. They look like French fries. You see? Yeah. You just put them on the tray. But it looks like French fries, but donut dough, if that makes any sense. Oh God. This looks good, man. Yeah, just basically like fried French fries, but donut dough. Don't do what I do, okay? Be careful. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We could probably like make 20 of these if we wanted to, but in this case I'm gonna just fill it up to this whole pan with the churros, and then cover it with cinnamon sugar. That is another ingredient, and just basically that is the end of this part, until we do the cinnamon sugar thing. So yeah, I'll be back when we're at that part, and then we'll review it. Thanks for watching, by the way, still. Okay, that long, stressful adventure is over. Now, they should look like this when they're done. Crispy and ready to put more cinnamon and ground. What is this?
Sugar and cinnamon.
It's cinnamon and sugar. Basically, you just cover it in cinnamon, sugar. That's what it's called. Cinnamon sugar. If you're allergic to cinnamon, just use regular sugar. It's basically like, you know, powdered sugar or something. You could use that as well. It's just covered in sugar. It's like, that's what it is. It's covered in sugar. It's fried. It's going to be delicious. And we're going to eat this with our fried ice cream. So that is going to be amazing, probably. So you just do this over and over. It's nothing big. If you're allergic to cinnamon or allergic to cinnamon sugar, I don't know what to tell you. And yeah, just do this until you have every single one you made today. They're not going to look perfect because our bag broke. The experiment where you use the little tip to turn it into funnel cakes, or what are these things called? Churros. The churro shape, basically. It's not going to look like that. It's going to look like French fries, or you know, things you fry.
It's like mozzarella cheese sticks.
Yeah, mozzarella cheese sticks. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, basically mozzarella cheese sticks without the cheese or the other stuff in that thing. Basically, yeah, that's what it looks like. French fries, potatoes, anything you fry, it's gonna look like that because I kind of messed up with the bag. You just do this. Anyways, we'll be back with a review in a minute. Alright, so we have finished our fried ice cream and churros. This is going to be absolutely delicious, I can already tell. I hope you enjoyed this video and all that stuff too. It was very stressful. It was a long process to do both of these. I can say the churros one was a little bit very interesting to do. So we're going to eat this. We're going to review it here on the channel now. And yeah, it's going in. I also added chocolate syrup, whipped cream, and a strawberry to the mixture. You don't get this at Dairy Queen, you don't get this at Burger King, you don't get this at McDonald's, you don't even get this at the fair. It's just so unique. And I wouldn't even picture fried ice cream with churros. I don't see that in any situation where someone eats fried ice cream and churros together. It just seems like a great combination. And you don't get this. This type of flavor does not exist in fast food restaurants like Dairy Queen and, you know, Burger King, McDonald's, whatever that serves ice cream and this type of food at the fair does not, it just doesn't exist. And it fits perfectly. You know what else would be great with this mixture is a little bit of, like, say Nutella or some kind of peanut flavor. Maybe chocolate, like melted chocolate with some I don't know. I really don't know, but it just feels like it needs like some dipping sauce, like some chocolate, like melted chocolate, or I can't think of another thing, like cream cheese or something, basically. But ice cream works too. And this is actually not bad at all. The ice cream, I mean, you can use any cereal to fill in for the cornflakes, but I think it turns out right. It's alright. It's pretty good. Of course, this isn't totally fried ice cream. The only thing that's fried is the cornflakes in this situation, because there's no way I can make ice cream from scratch, because it's hard to do that when you don't have a machine. It's just a little bit complicated to come by, you know, in these times of need of finding ice cream. But anyway, 2 separate scores for this. The ice cream, it's great. I'm gonna have to try the strawberry too. I used a strawberry instead of a cherry because a lot of people use cherries for these sundaes. I just feel like I've been getting into strawberries a little bit more. My flavors are changing. Strawberry Super Chill is, of course, my favorite soda. It's just, yeah, it's great. It's great stuff. Now, the ice cream, I'm going to give it a simple, I'm going with a 10 for this, for the ice cream. But the churro, it's a little bit better than Carnival's, but it's a little bit basic, you know. It's not the greatest thing in the world, not world-changing and all that. I'm going to give it a, let's go with a 9.5. It's slightly good and amazing, but it's not 10 score, not 10 level. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that is my score for this meal. I would say go for it, 100%. Best thing, best dessert I've ever done on the channel, other than whatever else I did on the channel. I don't remember the last dessert I did. So, if you have not already subscribed, click the red button, turn on the notification bell. Become part of the Super Chillest family on YouTube. It would mean so much to me if you could take the time to share these videos to your family and friends. And I also have a Patreon if anyone wants to help fund the channel, help fund my idea, my vision for this channel in the future. My Patreon is down below, and my Discord and everything else in between. Thank you once again for watching these videos. It means a lot to me. I'll be back with a cooking video probably after 4th of July, and a food review of Pepsi Blue. And I also started that movie series where I review every movie every Monday or Sunday of when I can do it. But it's delayed this week because I did this. So be looking out for that, and just stay super chill. I'll see you guys next time.